for the second day on the bounce. We had some evening rain yesterday. In fact, we had another thunderstorm, and I opened the patio doors and sat there watching the rain come down and listening to the thunder and watching the lightning as well. It was good for the garden, no doubt about that. And as we say as anglers, it'll freshen the rivers up as well, won't it? This morning, another nice sunrise across the valley. I'm in the kitchen right now though, going to get the kettle on, make the flask, load the car, and I'm going fishing. It's on the mat just at my feet there. I'm kneeling down as you always do when you hold a fish up to the camera. The gentlest of plucks. I've said that a few times recently, haven't I? I struck into it, nice fight, and this is the result. After you've played a fish and had all that commotion, nice to let the swim settle for a couple of minutes, and of course you're dealing with the fish itself. And then I put some more bait out. I did put some brown crumb and maggots in at the start, but not too much. You always want to get the fish feeding and then determine how many fish are out there, what the level of activity is before you start piling bait in. So I've just put some more of that out, and before I cast out again. It's an Akuma Xeon reel. It's loaded with 6 pound Maxima Chameleon. It's a quiver tipped rod. It's a very simple setup because the line goes straight the way through to the hook. A quarter of an ounce bead, a quarter of an ounce bomb, should I say, a small bead and a small shot, and then a hook length of about 6 inches. And it's a Drennan Super Specialist size 12 hook. It's micro barbed, and as you can see there, 3 white maggots. A nice couple of hours there. I caught 1 tench. I did have a hook pull on a second fish, and I caught roach as well. On the way this morning, I saw a roe deer. It crossed the road from one side to the other, from one wooded area to another, just a couple of minutes away from where I live. Fantastic. And also, sticking with the nature theme, in the area where I am, walking distance, we've got nesting skylarks as well. Right, I'm going to get changed now, and it's time for my weekly Bayside Radio chats with Jeff Pearson for his afternoon show. We talk, first of all, fishing, followed by Welsh football. Jeff, can we start again? Prynawn da, Jeff, Shemai Pawb. Good afternoon, Jeff, and hello, everyone. And of course, yes, I have been fishing. I've been every day over the last week and thoroughly enjoyed it. And I remember a couple of weeks back, I was saying that I was a bream magnet. Well, let's change the species now. I'm a tench magnet instead. Been catching lots of tench, some nice ones as well. I wouldn't say that, Jeff. I wouldn't like to say that, because everyone has fishing or any other hobby, for example, at a particular level in the life, don't they? Well, it depends how you look at it. If you're fishing off the rocks like I was a couple of weeks or 3 weeks ago now when I was on Anglesey, I preferred the calmer sea, because the previous year that we went, we had some strong winds and the waves were crashing in off the rocks. It was impossible to present a float in those conditions. Plus it was quite dangerous as well, because the waves themselves, never mind the spray, were then projected over the rocks some distance from the sea itself. But it just depends, Jeff, what you're after and what you're going for. I wouldn't let that put me off fishing. It's okay wanting a little bit of a chop on the surface, nothing wrong with that. But if it's absolutely still, or you've got reasonable waves coming in, either way, I would still go fishing anyway. You'll still catch.